In a tiny concrete house in Kingston, Jamaica, a 9-year-old girl was about to make a decision that would change everything. Chinelle Henry had never held a cricket ball before that scorching afternoon in 2004. But what happened next would transform her from a shy schoolgirl into one of the most successful athlete entrepreneurs the Caribbean has ever seen. This isn't just another sports story, it's the incredible journey of how a fast bowler secretly built a $1 million empire while nobody was watching. The turning point came when Chinelle was 12 years old during a school cricket match. Her team was losing badly, and their best bowler had been injured. The coach, desperate for options, pointed at Chinelle sitting on the sidelines. "You're fast when you run," he said. "Let's see if you can bowl fast too." Nobody expected what happened next. Chinelle's first ball was so quick that the batsman swung and missed completely. Her second ball knocked over the stumps. By the end of her first over, she had taken 3 wickets, and by the end of the match, she had single-handedly won the game for her school. The crowd was going wild, but Chinelle was already thinking bigger. She realized that cricket could be her ticket to helping her family and her community, but success didn't come easily. When Chinelle tried to join the local cricket club, they laughed at her. "Girls can't bowl fast enough," they said. "Go play netball instead." This rejection hurt deeply, but it also lit a fire inside her that would never go out. For 6 months, she practiced alone, bowling at a wall behind her house until her neighbors complained about the noise. She would imagine facing the world's best batsmen, visualizing herself playing at Lord's Cricket Ground in England or the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia. It's 3 a.m. in Kingston, and while most of the world sleeps, a young girl is running through empty streets with a cricket ball in her hand. This was Chinelle's daily routine from age 10 onwards. Her father worked as a night cleaner at Sabina Park Cricket Stadium, and every morning before school, Chinelle would meet him there. Using the stadium's concrete walls as her wicket, she would practice her bowling for 2 hours before sunrise. The security guards thought she was crazy, but they had no idea they were watching the birth of a future international star. Chinelle's childhood was nothing like the glamorous life you might imagine for a future cricket star. Her mother sold homemade snacks outside schools to make ends meet, while her father worked 3 different jobs just to keep their family afloat. Their house was so small that Chinelle shared a bed with her 2 younger sisters, and there were nights when dinner was just rice and beans because that's all they could afford. But instead of feeling sorry for herself, young Chinelle made a promise that would drive her for the next 20 years. She would use cricket to change not just her own life, but the lives of other kids facing the same struggles. The turning point came when Chinelle was 12 years old during a school cricket match. Her team was losing badly, and their best bowler had been injured. The coach, desperate for options, pointed at Chinelle sitting on the sidelines. "You're fast when you run," he said. "Let's see if you can bowl fast too." Nobody expected what happened next. Chinelle's first ball was so quick that the batsman swung and missed completely. Her second ball knocked over the stumps. By the end of her first over, she had taken 3 wickets, and by the end of the match, she had single-handedly won the game for her school. The crowd was going wild, but Chinelle was already thinking bigger. She realized that cricket could be her ticket to helping her family and her community, but success didn't come easily. When Chinelle tried to join the local cricket club, they laughed at her. "Girls can't bowl fast enough," they said. "Go play netball instead." This rejection hurt deeply, but it also lit a fire inside her that would never go out. For 6 months, she practiced alone, bowling at a wall behind her house until her neighbors complained about the noise. She would imagine facing the world's best batsmen, visualizing herself playing at Lord's Cricket Ground in England or the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia. Her breakthrough came in the most unexpected way. During a community cricket festival, one of the men's teams was short a player due to illness. Chinelle, who had been watching from the fence, raised her hand and volunteered. The captain reluctantly agreed, thinking it would be funny to have a 13-year-old girl play against grown men. The laughter stopped quickly when Chinelle bowled her first over. Her deliveries were not just fast, they were accurate and moved in ways that troubled experienced batsmen. By the end of that match, She had taken 5 wickets and scored 40 runs, stunning everyone present. Word spread quickly through Kingston's cricket community about the teenage girl who could bowl like lightning. Within a year, Chinelle was selected for Jamaica's under-16 team, becoming the youngest player ever chosen. But this achievement came with a price that nobody saw. The pressure was enormous. She was now representing not just herself, but the hopes and dreams of her entire community. Every match felt like life or death. The night before her first big tournament, she couldn't sleep and spent hours vomiting from nervousness. Her mother found her crying in the bathroom at 2 in the morning, convinced she wasn't good enough to compete at this level. The injury that almost ended everything happened when Chinelle was 15. During a crucial match against Barbados, she felt something snap in her lower back while bowling. The pain was excruciating, and doctors told her she might never play cricket again. For 6 months, she couldn't even walk properly, let alone bowl. This was the darkest period of her life. She fell into depression and refused to leave her room for weeks. Her dreams seemed shattered, and her family's financial situation became even more desperate without the small payments she had been earning from cricket. But it was during this forced break from cricket that Chinelle discovered her hidden talent for business and helping others. Unable to play herself, she started coaching younger kids in her neighborhood, charging just a few dollars per session to help her family pay bills. What started as a desperate measure to earn money quickly became something much more meaningful. Chinelle realized she had a gift for teaching and inspiring young people. She could see potential in kids that others overlooked, and she knew exactly how to help them improve their skills and confidence. When she finally returned to cricket 8 months later, Chinelle was not just physically stronger, she was mentally transformed. The coaching experience had taught her that success wasn't just about her own achievements. She began to see cricket as a tool for creating opportunities for other young people who faced the same challenges she had overcome. This new perspective changed everything about how she approached her career. Her international debut in 2013 was the moment millions of cricket fans first learned about Chinelle Henry, but they only saw the tip of the iceberg. At 18 years old, she became one of the youngest players ever to represent the West Indies women's team. Her first international wicket came against India, dismissing the legendary Mithali Raj with a delivery that swung late and took the edge. The celebration was joyous, but inside, Chinelle was already planning her next move. She wanted to use her growing fame to help other young cricketers achieve their dreams. What the cricket world didn't know was that Chinelle was quietly building something revolutionary behind the scenes. Using the modest money she earned from international cricket, which was much less than male cricketers received, she began expanding her coaching program. By 2015, she was working with over 50 young cricketers across Kingston, providing free coaching, equipment, and even academic tutoring. She called it the Henry Academy, and it operated out of public parks and school grounds because she couldn't afford proper facilities. The real breakthrough came in 2017 when Chinelle made a decision that seemed crazy to everyone around her. Despite being at the peak of her international cricket career, she enrolled in online business courses during her free time. While other players relaxed between matches, Chinelle was studying marketing, financial management, and non-profit organization. Her teammates thought she was wasting time, but Chinelle knew she was preparing for something bigger than just playing cricket. Her vision became reality in 2018 when she officially registered the Henry Foundation for Cricket Development. This wasn't just a coaching program anymore. It was a comprehensive organization designed to identify talented young cricketers from disadvantaged backgrounds and provide them with everything they needed to succeed. The foundation offered free coaching, equipment, academic support, and even scholarship opportunities for further education. Most importantly, it gave hope to kids who had never imagined they could make it out of poverty through sport. The foundation's growth was remarkable and strategic. Chinelle used her cricket career brilliantly to attract support and funding. During international tours, she would spend her free time meeting with potential donors, corporate sponsors, and government officials. Her genuine passion for youth development, combined with her growing reputation as a reliable and articulate spokesperson, opened doors that remained closed to other athletes. By 2019, the foundation was operating across 3 Caribbean countries and working with over 200 young cricketers annually. But managing both a professional cricket career and a growing business empire was exhausting in ways that nobody understood. Chinelle was essentially working 2 full-time jobs simultaneously. She would finish cricket practice at 6 in the evening, then spend 4 hours on foundation business, reviewing applications, conducting video calls with donors, planning programs, and managing staff. She was surviving on 3 to 4 hours of sleep per night, and the pressure was beginning to show in her cricket performances. The lowest point came during the 2020 T20 World Cup when exhaustion led to several poor performances that drew harsh criticism from media and fans. What they didn't know was that the night before the semi-final, Chinelle had spent 6 hours in emergency meetings trying to secure funding to prevent the foundation from closing due to pandemic-related financial difficulties. She was carrying the weight of not just her own career, but the dreams and futures of hundreds of young people who depended on her organization. The pandemic actually became a turning point that transformed Chinelle's approach entirely. With cricket suspended worldwide, she had time to focus completely on the foundation and develop new strategies. She launched online coaching programs, created educational content that reached thousands of young people across the Caribbean, and developed innovative fundraising campaigns that attracted international attention. Most importantly, she learned to delegate responsibilities and build a strong team that could operate effectively without her constant involvement. When cricket resumed in 2021, Chinelle returned with a new level of confidence and purpose. She began speaking openly about the foundation's work, using social media strategically to showcase the young cricketers who were benefiting from her programs. The response was overwhelming. Cricket boards from around the world wanted to learn about her development model. International organizations offered partnership opportunities, and corporate sponsors lined up to support her initiatives. The financial success that followed was extraordinary, but not accidental. By 2022, the Henry Foundation had secured funding commitments exceeding $3 million, enabling expansion into new countries and program areas. Chinelle had also developed additional revenue streams through consulting work with cricket boards, speaking engagements at business conferences, and strategic partnerships with equipment manufacturers. Her empire wasn't built on luck or secrecy. It was the result of careful planning, hard work, and genuine impact. The dramatic moment that brought everything full circle happened during the 2024 Women's T20 World Cup semifinal. While fielding, Chinelle was struck in the face by a powerful shot and suffered a serious injury that required immediate medical attention. As she lay on the ground, bleeding and in pain, her first thought wasn't about her own career. It was about the foundation and the young people who depended on it. This incident perfectly illustrated how completely her life had become, intertwined with her mission to help others. The injury forced another period of reflection and planning. That led to the next evolution of her empire. During recovery, Chinelle completed advanced business management courses, developed new partnership strategies, and began planning for life beyond active cricket. She realized that her foundation had grown large enough and successful enough to operate independently, freeing her to focus more on her cricket career without compromising the organization's impact. Her entry into the Indian Women's Premier League in 2025 represented the perfect convergence of her two careers. The contract worth 30 lakhs, approximately $36,000 was significant. But more important were the networking opportunities and the platform to showcase her broader work to a massive Indian audience. Her dramatic debut performance, scoring 33 runs off just 15 balls against Delhi Capitals, was vintage Chinelle Henry, delivering when it mattered most while using every interview to highlight the work of her foundation. Today, as Chinelle continues her international cricket career while overseeing an organization that operates across 6 Caribbean nations and has supported over 800 young cricketers, she represents something entirely new in professional sport. Her foundation has become a model for athlete-led development initiatives worldwide, proving that sports stars can create meaningful change that extends far beyond their playing careers. The secret empire that Chinelle Henry built isn't really secret at all. It's hidden in plain sight, powered by genuine passion for helping others and smart business thinking. From those early morning practice sessions against stadium walls to building an organization that changes lives across the Caribbean, her journey shows what's possible when athletic talent meets entrepreneurial vision and social purpose. Her story teaches us that true success isn't measured only by runs scored or wickets taken, but by the positive impact you create in other people's lives. Chinelle Henry proved that you don't need to wait until your playing career ends to start making a difference. You can use your platform right now to build something meaningful that will last long after the final ball is bowled. Sometimes the greatest victories happen not on the cricket field, but in the communities you transform and the dreams you help make possible for the next generation.